Hi, my name is Sam from Getting Finances Done. Jody and Julie asked me to put together a short video, a screencast, of how to use RSS. Now, if you don't know what RSS is or you don't know how it can benefit you, it's worth your while to pay attention and to learn what this is about. Now, what RSS does, the problem it solves, is if you have a number of sites you visit every day or once a week, but on a regular basis, what it does is it takes all these sites and puts them in a central location so that you can access all of the sites from one place. So let's say you have 10 different sites. You might have foodstorageMadeEasy.net. You might have a number of blogs that friends and family write and you like to check up on what's going on with them. You might have news sites like CNN or other news sites or other blogs that you read. What RSS does is you can subscribe to these sites via RSS, and then you go to a central place called an RSS reader, and you can access all of the site's information from one place. Not only that, but if there's nothing new on the site, then you won't see anything and you don't have to waste your time going to that site. So let's say Jody and Julie don't post something new today. Well, you don't have to waste the time coming to the site to see if they've posted something. Instead, you go to your RSS reader. You can see exactly what's new on all of these various sites. It's kind of like an inbox for the web, if you want to think of it that way. Whenever there's an update, it comes all into this single inbox, and you just check your one inbox. So it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of headaches, and it's going to allow you actually to keep track of a lot more sites too, if you're kind of an information junkie like I am. So without further ado, let's jump into the screencast, and I'll show you how to get this set up and running in less than 5 minutes.
Okay, so here we are at Google Reader. The first thing we're going to have to do to use RSS is sign up for an account with an RSS reader. In this case, we're just going to go ahead and use Google Reader. It's my personal favorite, but there are a number out there, and I'll mention a couple as we go. But it's a free account. It only takes a couple minutes. I'm not going to go through the account creation process, but you just click on this button, fill out a form, and you're ready to go. Now the next step, once your reader is all set up, is to find sites that offer RSS. Now you'll hear me refer to the term RSS feed, and that's simply the way they talk, the terminology that is used to talk about RSS content. So a site using RSS has an RSS feed, and that's the content from their site. So one of the ways to find out if a site has an RSS feed is to look in the browser, and up in the toolbar area you're going to find an orange icon that looks just like this. In Internet Explorer it looks the same way, but it's located in a slightly different area. But this is, I'm using Firefox right now, so that's what it looks like in Firefox. And when I click on that, I can see this little text that says subscribe to RSS 2.0. Now it also has a couple other RSS options, an Atom option. You can ignore those and just click on the first one that comes up, which is usually RSS 2.0. I'm not going to click on that right now because I'm going to show you another way to subscribe to RSS or to see if a site offers RSS. Usually sites that have feeds will have someplace on their site another icon just like this. So you can see in this case it's pink because Jody and Julie want it to match the color scheme of their site. But it's going to take you to the exact same place if you click on either of these. So let's go ahead and click on this and see what it brings us. Now what you'll see here is going to vary based on browser, but it should be an overview of the feed, a description of it, the various articles, kind of a preview of what you're going to find in this feed. And then up here I have options of subscribing using various services. Google is what we're going to use, but you can also do it with My Yahoo, Bloglines, or any other number of RSS readers. So let's stick with Google and click subscribe now. And here we are in Google Reader. It's going to take us straight there, and here's the feed that we're looking at, Food Storage Made Easy. Now it has this yellow alert saying we've not subscribed to it yet, so we're going to go ahead and click on subscribe. And up here it's going to tell us you've subscribed, yay! And here we go. We see in our subscription list, Food Storage Made Easy, there are 4 articles that we haven't read yet. And one of the really nice things about it, Google Reader, is as you read the articles, and I'll click on this article and you'll see it's going to be highlighted in blue. When that happens, it's going to show that this article's been read, and so the next time I come to this feed it won't show that article again. And as I scroll down and read them, it's going to automatically show these articles as being read. And so it really makes it easy to keep track of which articles you've read and which you haven't. So notice as I've scrolled down and looked at these articles, it's down to 2 now. So there's only 2 articles that will show next time I come in. Once you've read all of them, it'll go to 0. And then the nice thing is whenever you log in the future, I can just glance at Food Storage Made Easy, and if there's a number there, I know there's new articles for me to read. So it makes it really simple. And honestly, that's all it takes to subscribe to RSS. So we could stop there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit more. So stick with me, and I'll show you how to make this really easy and how to organize your RSS feeds. So to do that, let's go to another example, and we're going to go to my site, Getting Finances Done. Here we go. And again, I have a nice little subscribe via RSS button there. I'm going to go and click on that. And this will be very familiar to you already. We're going to see the summary of the feed, the name, the summary of the articles that you'll see, and then up here again, subscribe to this feed. So let's subscribe. And again, this is all the same. We see Getting Finances Done. We need to click subscribe again here. And you've subscribed. Now we should see it show up here in just any second. There it is. Alright, now as you start subscribing to RSS feeds, you'll find you'll subscribe to a lot. I may have my sister's blog that I like to read. I might have a news site like CNN.com or USA Today. They offer RSS feeds. So there may be any number of sites down here, and honestly, this is not actually the account I use every day. The account I use every day, I have literally probably about 100 RSS feeds. So it can become a little bit cumbersome to keep track of them. But fortunately, Google Reader makes it easy to keep track of them, and they do that by using folders. And so here we're going to go with Getting Finances Done, and we're going to click on the feed setting box, and let's show you how to create a new folder. Right here it says new folder. I'm going to click on that, and let's create a new folder called Money. So any sites that I have about money, maybe I read money-related news sites or something, I'm going to go and put it there. And now I see over here a folder created called Money, and Getting Finances Done is in it. Well, let's go to Food Storage Made Easy and create a folder for that to go in. And you can see by clicking on feed settings, I could actually add it to the money folder if I wanted to, just by clicking right there. Instead, let's create a folder called Self-Reliance. Click OK. And wait for it. There we go. Self-Reliance. Food Storage Made Easy. Now, here's the thing. Getting Finances Done could be considered a self-reliance site. So what if I wanted to add it to the self-reliance folder as well? Well, you can do that. Let's go back to Getting Finances Done. Go back to Feed Settings again. And we see it's in the Money folder. I'm also going to click the Self-Reliance folder. Now, instead of having it just in one folder, I can actually have it in multiple folders. So it makes it really nice. And if I read it in one folder, it's going to still affect the other folder. So it's all synced up. But this is a really nice feature because you might want to categorize sites in multiple categories. If you have a family site or family and friend blogs that you read, you might want to create a family and friends folder. The other way I like to categorize, and this is a personal preference, but it's a little tip that you might find useful, is I like to categorize them by usage. So what do I mean by that? Well, some sites I like to read on a regular basis. So I'm going to create a folder called Daily. And this is sites that I like to read on a daily basis. And this is really nice because if I just, if I'm wanting to read all of my feeds, then it may not matter. But if I'm in a rush and I just want to read the ones that are most important to me, then I can just click on my daily folder. Now, let's put Food Storage Made Easy in the daily. Now, another nice thing about using folders like this is that, but with one click, I can actually click on the folder, and up here it's going to show daily, and it'll show all the news items in that folder. So here, if I scroll down, and I'm not sure if this is going to work properly, but it'll show all the foodstorage.net and all the Getting Finances Done articles. Now, the reason I'm not sure if it's going to work properly is because all the Getting Finances Done articles have been zeroed out. Oh, no, here we go. Supercharge your Sunday circulars to find local deals. There's a Getting Finance Done article. So it'll just show all of the feeds within that folder in chronological order, reverse chronological order. And so it's a great way to be able to show all of your articles all in one spot. Again, you may have 10 sites, 15 sites that you like to go to on a daily basis. You put them all in a daily folder, you click on daily, and it's all served up to you. And any sites that don't have new content, you don't have to waste your time going to that site. So that is a summary of how Google Reader works and how RSS feeds work in general. I hope that this really helps you, and let me know if there are any questions.